Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a new series. So this will be kind of a weird bi-series in the sense that it will be a series with, at the moment, Lille, and going forward it will change each week to a different one. It's called One Season Wonder, and what we're going to do is play a season in Football Manager with the team, the very first season, and kind of compare how we get on in the game to how they got on in real life, and see if we can kind of match it, do any better, and all that sort of thing. Like I say, so at this first one, we've got Lille. They obviously won the league in France. I'll be honest, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, but maybe I can do better in other aspects, in other competitions. And we've also got the advantage of kind of being able to bring in a few more players, kind of. So I'll talk you through, I'll show you a couple of the players that I'm really keen on and I'm liking the look of, and who we've got to get the most out of. We've also then got the tactic I'll show you, and then we'll jump ahead. I'll play a game as well, and we'll be able to kind of show you what transfers we've made once that's over as well there. So let's start with the squads and what players we've got. So this squad's a very interesting squad. One player that is very interesting to me is Jose Font, the 36-year-old. He was a very, very good player for him this season. He's obviously played for Saints, who are my club outside of Football Manager, and he's good. He's a good, solid player. He's not got much pace, but leadership-wise and that sort of quality at the back is fantastic. There's a couple of young centre-halves that we can kind of partner him up with, which I think will be amazing. We'll kind of have that young and old aspect in the defence, so hopefully they can kind of cover his physical kind of frailties in regards to his pace, but he's got kind of all the other attributes we'd need for a centre-half. So Burke Gilmaz is the next player. Obviously, if you saw kind of his performances in the league last season, he was absolutely banging them in for Lille. He was one of the main reasons why they won the league, with the amount of goals he scored, 17 finishing and 16 penalty taken. Fantastic. He's obviously only just signed for him in this, so hopefully we can kind of get that quality that he shows in real life to come through in the game. We've really got to try and use his poacher aspect of him to get the most out of him, certainly. Next up is the goalkeeper, Mainon. He has actually moved to AC Milan in real life, but we have got him in the game. We've got him for the first game, this season anyway. He's a great player. He'll be the starting goalkeeper, no doubt. No need to change him or anything like that. He's been fantastic in real life. Hopefully he is in this, and we might even be able to keep hold of him at the end of the season. Then we've got Jonathan Ikone, a player that so many clubs have been looking into. I know that Arsenal's been looked at him, multiple other clubs in the Premier League, and I'm sure other leagues as well, because of how quick he is, his dynamic nature going forward. He dribbles, he runs at teams, which is certainly something a lot of teams like. And he's not a bad finisher. He's got 12 finishing and 13 long shots at 22. Still got room for improvement. So certainly a player that we want to, again, get the most out of on that right-hand side. As you can see, he's wanted by Arsenal in game as well. We're going to have to see if we can try and keep hold of him without upsetting the squad too much. And finally, the main man, I think, really is Renato Sanchez. Playing this summer in the Euros, he had a very good Euros. And he's really kind of had a resurgence at Lille. Following his time at kind of Benfica originally, then to Swansea and Bayern, with that Swansea loan move obviously from Bayern. He kind of declined, but coming into the Lille team, he's really started to show his ability and his ability to kind of go forward and backwards with the ball, defensively and attacking, which you can see here. He's very, very well rounded and mentally looks very good. 22 years old, so still loads of room to grow, but I think he'll be great. We'll need him to be great for us this season if we're going to get anywhere near that title and kind of battle it out with PSG. But yeah, let's show you the tactic we're playing and what I'm going to try and use for this season. So this is the kind of idea I've got for the team. Get off, Jose. We've got the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. So it is a basic formation. I'll likely kind of tinker with things as the season goes on to try and make it as efficient as possible. But we've got the likes of Botman and Fonte at the back. Botman's a young centre-half. He's only 20 years old. So I think him and Jose are quite a good match together. Obviously, Sanchez in the middle with box-to-box midfielder role in there, going back and forth. You've got Bamber and Ikone either side, with Gilmaz up top and Jonathan David just in behind the Canadian, hopefully doing some bits. We've also got the likes of Timothy Weah on the bench, who can obviously then come on and do some work for us. But what we will do is kind of go ahead and play a game, and I'll show you any transfers I've made in. But before that, we will show you kind of the league table, which will be coming up just above me here, hopefully, if I've got that working, as to where they finished. So this is where Lille finished in the league, obviously top. And I'll also pop next to it if there's any details about kind of competitions they were in and how they got on in that. But there you go. So that's what our target is. We've got to see if we can do that. If not, we'll just have a bit of fun with it either way. So there'll be 5 episodes in the series. It'll finish on Friday, starts on Monday. See how we go. You could always obviously have a go as well. Let me know in the comments what you think and how things have gone for you and what changes you've made, and show me that you've done better than me. But yeah, let's jump into kind of a bit later on where I'll have got all the transfers sorted and we'll be ready for a game. So we're back at the beginning of the season. AS Monaco is our first competition. Let me move the mic in front of me rather than it being over there, and you might hear me a little better. I should probably turn the fan off that I've got here as well, because it's a little bit warm. There you go. How about that? That might work better now. We're back at the... Jeez. Yeah, so AS Monaco are the first game of the season, and we'll absolutely be playing that game. But first up, I will just quickly run you through kind of the pre-season we've had. We did very well. At least to start with. Did end up losing to Monaco, but Burke Gilmaz's goal in the 90th minute was very nice to see. There was a lot of changes around. Now, let's go into kind of the transfers that we're looking at. So we made a bid for Marcos Alonso for a loan, we need to strengthen our left back position. For whatever reason, the 2 times I've tried to sign him on loan, it's just been cancelled. Whether that's the board or what, I don't know. But there you go. So instead, we've gone for Danny Rose, who we're going to look to sign on a permanent. I think it's for 3 million or 2 million or something. So nice and cheap, no real issues. But yeah, so he should be a solid left back option. And then we've also got Nicholas Nkulu, who's we're looking to bring in. Again, another decent looking player. I think, if anything, just for a backup centre half. We've got Botman and Fonte, but that's kind of it. Transfers, though, we have brought in 1 player so far, and that's Aaron Ramsey on loan from Juventus. Just the quality he brings in, I think sitting him in midfield with Renato Sanchez could be perfect. If we can get him passing the balls about like nobody's business, we'll be absolutely fine. And Renato can kind of have a bit more of a freedom if Ramsey sits a bit, or we can bring him a bit further forward in that attacking role if anything happens otherwise. So we're looking good. We're looking confident so far. But here we go. Against Monaco, this is the lineup we're going for. Magnan in goal. Magnan in goal. PA, Font, Botman and Selic at the back. Sanchez and Ramsey in the centre of midfield with David just in front. Bamber and Ikone either side and Gilmaz up top. And then we've got a good solid bench here as well. Yeah, otherwise Reinildo will probably be going out on loan just because he's a bit meh. No one wants him. So yeah, so he has an offer coming for him on loan, which we'll probably take if we can get Danny Rose in a good amount of time. Let's auto number Aaron Ramsey, 13. Unlucky for some, but hopefully lucky for us today. So yeah, Monaco is the competition today. They've obviously got the likes of Cesc Fabregas, Volland as well. But fingers crossed we'll be able to do okay. I mean, straight away, we've got a free kick for Monaco. Only 2 minutes in as well. They've got a lot of players in and around him. Playing quite deep. Ball over the top. Ben Yedder is just straight through. I hope this isn't a goal because that is woeful. Maybe we'll see how things go. We might have to drop things a little deeper if that continues to be a bit of an issue. But so far so good, I guess. And it's another, well, it's a throw-in from Monaco. We're really compact and deep. I don't understand why this is, but Ramsey's able to play it up. Gilmaz hasn't been able to grab hold of that. Can we get ahead of that? Fonte does well. There you go. Heads it out wide to Ikone. Let's see what he can do. Can he run at the defence and make something happen? Gets past one defender. Can he get past another? Has a shot. Just wide of the post on the near side. Keeper looked like he probably had it covered, but that's better. That's what we want to see. We want to see Ikone getting on that ball and driving at them. The same as Bamba on the other side to really cause some issues. And if David and that can get in the box, that'd be great. Fabregas with a ball in though. Font does hit it clear, which is good to see. It's a pass, not really a shot, was it? But it comes back out of Fabregas. He's going to probably look to get another cross in, but instead plays it back to Aguilar, who Fonte's able to deal with the cross he put in and just nods it back to the keeper. So let's go again. Ball goes long. Bamba gets the flick on, but nothing comes of it. But he's chasing it down. Is he going to cause issues for Diassi? It doesn't look like he has really, but the pressure is still on. David does well to cut out the pass from the goalkeeper into Ramsey, into David. I think we've slowed it down maybe too much. No, we're on the edge of the box here. It's a long range effort and it's just wide of the goal. I don't even know who that was. That was Renato Sanchez, the main man for us at the moment. Not quite able to get that on target, but it's looking better and better. We're growing into the game a bit more. We may look to actually make a substitution. I mean, Aaron Ramsey hasn't done great. Gilmaz hasn't done much either. Maybe we'll pop Timothy Weir up top and just swap it around to an advanced forward instead. So he's maybe running in behind a bit more, causing them to drop back even further. Is that the right method? We'll see. Hopefully he can make something happen. Otherwise, we might be a little bit stuck. But we've got a few more changes we can make. I think this formation can work. It's just really making it happen. So here we go. Selic on the left hand side. David receives it, plays it back. Are we going to look inside? We do to Sanchez, then back out. It's a lovely little 1-2 there, keeping hold of that ball. Botman into Ramsey. Can Aaron Ramsey make something happen there? He plays it from deep. Weir. Oh, that was nearly a fantastic substitution. He could have made the difference. I mean, it was an interesting kind of ball in for him. Maybe a bit of a challenge, really, but at the end there, it was an effort on goal, which we like to see. Only 10 minutes to go. We're going to have to change something. Neither of our wingers have done anything so far, which I'm really disappointed about. Let's move Jonathan David up there. Aaron Ramsey can go further forward, and we'll bring on Xhaka in the deep line playmaker role, and just see if that makes any sort of difference whatsoever. But we're coming forward. Okay, subs are on, and we're coming forward. Xhaka gets the ball from the throw-in, plays it out wide to Jeremy Pié. Can he make some? He gets the ball across. David! There it is! Jonathan David in the 81st minute. First goal of the season comes from Jonathan David. Pié with the cross in. Lovely ball across. Looks like this... It's better. It's a lot better. Sanchez is kind of the decoy in there. Xhaka's free, loads of space, plays it out wide to Jeremy Pié. And all of a sudden, we've got three players in the box, and David is the one to smash it into the bottom corner, which is good to see. He's well onside by a good yard, and it's 1-0. All right, so it's a free kick. We're looking to just maybe keep hold of it. Luis Araujo gets the ball, looks through to Weir. It is cleared, but can we get hold of that again? Not quite. And they're going to look to break now. Ben Yedder tries to play it through, isn't able to, and it's blocked, but does get the second bite of the cherry. Diop just hits it wide, and we got a bit lucky there, boys. Let's drop that off to cautious. Maybe sit back a little bit just for this one as the time ticks on. Hopefully that will be it. There it is. First game of the season, a 1-0 win. I'll take it. I mean, it wasn't the best performance. We may have to take a look at a few things, but a win's a win at the end of the day, and we will take it. A good start to the season. But yeah, there we go. We will come back later on in the season, and I'll be able to show you kind of a bit more about what's gone on. Maybe show you a few goals as well, and we'll see how we've progressed. I think where we'll come back is probably the Strasbourg game. We've only got 5 episodes of this, so we'll be flying through the season, and I'll show you plenty of the kind of goals and stuff that's gone on. and we'll go from there. So see you at Strasbourg. See you tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next time.